23rd Crimson Cadets Dance Team and the Lion Pride Marching Band will perform together Every Time We Touch, as recorded by Cascada.
And welcome to Lions football. It's George Kopf here again, bringing you the homecoming game with all its festivities, all its glory, as your St. John the 23rd Lions take on the St. Joseph Flyers. Along with me, I have my cameraman, Brett Bailey. We're giving you a different angle tonight from the top of the press box. We see some great tailgating tonight. And as we are talking, you are watching the band and the Crimson Cadets dance team perform as we reach the 12-minute mark of before the game begins. We do have a running clock and a scoreboard for tonight's game. So for those that did join in last week, 2 weeks ago, my bad, 2 weeks ago, we are giving you a new view. And don't forget to use that hashtag at the bottom, hashtag St. Joe's versus SJ23, to give your excitement about the game. So as we give you a soundbite of the band. And apologies for the scoreboard. We are and our apologies for the clock. We're still working on that. And hopefully that looks a little bit better.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, right before the band plays the national anthem, we are going to ask everybody to please rise for the prayer with Father Sellers.
And we are going to give you the national anthem.
Let us pray. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Heavenly Father, we give you thanks and praise on this beautiful evening for the privilege we have to come together on this field of competition in your presence as your children. Lord, we ask that you be among all the players that are competing tonight. Keep them all safe. Bless them. Bless the schools that are represented here and the families that have brought them here to us. Just wrap us in the mantle of your protection tonight. Help us to know and remember that you are Heavenly Father, and that makes us all brothers and sisters. Lord, we thank you and we praise you, and we offer ourselves before you tonight. May this evening be glorifying to you, and may be uplifting and edifying to all who are here. And we thank you for your continued blessings, and we give you thanks and praise in Jesus' holy name, in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Thank you, Father Sellers.
Now we are bringing you the national anthem presented by our Lion Pride Marching Band. As we begin and get ready for this homecoming Friday. We provide you with the national anthem.
our national anthem by one and only Lion Pride Marching Band.
And we are back on the air here. We've got about 7 minutes till kickoff, and we're going to bring you some stats to start the game. Before we start the game here, we have, here are your starting lineups, the starting lineups for your St. John the 23rd Lions. Starting on the line, you've got Tyler Skinner, Ivan Gorski, Jake Bodler, Alex Sikafus, number 60, and Andrew Blick, the center. Starting behind, dropping back, is Ben Turner, a junior quarterback, number 11. Look for him to be big tonight as he makes his comeback. In the backfield, Nolan Deere, sophomore, takes the field. Receiver, Ian Craig and Keegan O'Connor put the back ends, and Mark Lloyd is in the slot. They're running no tight ends, just pure wide receivers as we get ready for the run out of the Lions with about 5.5 as the St. Joseph Flyers just did. And here come the Lions with their mighty American flags as we honor America tonight, as we get ready to celebrate and enjoy the second homecoming game for some of these Lions, but more importantly, some of the last for some of them. As the fight song plays here. Thanks, Coach. And on the other side, you have of the St. Joseph Flyers, we got the starting quarterback is number 4, Jacob Bordowski, and in the backfield, number 8, Hayden Winchy. Look at those. Remember those two names tonight as we get ready to see them on the opposing side of the Lions. We hope you enjoy the rowdy atmosphere tonight, as it is the homecoming game, and we welcome all those fellow alumni watching in tonight that couldn't quite make it. We hope you're enjoying your time elsewhere, but always remember that once a Lion, always a Lion. As we get ready here, about 4 minutes left until kickoff, and take this time to welcome Academy Sports and Outdoors as one of our sponsors, and we'd like to thank them for that as we bring you Friday Night Football. And don't forget, we do have one more broadcast, possibly 2 more after tonight's game, including senior night in 2 weeks. And as we get ready here for the coin toss, you have number 4, Ian Craig, Mark Lloyd, number 11, Ben Turner, and number 21, Zig Sanchez out there to take the toss for the Lions. And as we wait for the result of the coin toss, we're going to bring you, as always, some updates on other professional sports going on. But we can tell you we do have a final in Houston. The Astros beating the Red Sox 8-2, going up 2-0 in that series. At last check, the Indians were losing to the Yankees 6-3. We'll keep an eye on that one as that affects the Astros. We've got a big day for baseball, but more importantly, a bigger day for football. And we do have, and the Lions will receive the kickoff to start tonight's game. The Flyers will defer until the second half as we get ready for the kickoff.
The Zebras are on the field. They're getting ready, going to do their little chat, getting position, and we're going to get this thing done.
And we are getting ready for kickoff here. And for those of you experiencing buffering, we apologize. We are trying to work on that. But for now, we bring you, we are bringing live Lions football. Only on Lion Sports Network. And as we get ready for kickoff, which means we're almost ready to start this game. It's going to be a good one. As the Flyers get ready to kick it off.
Set to kick off is number 21 for St. Joe. That is Isaac Conchola.
And here to take the kick is number 21, Isaac Conchola. And here we go. And it's a short kick. And it is a short kick.
Tommy Lloyd with the fair catch. Ball is going to be spotted about the 35-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Lions. And let's go ahead, let's get down, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to start doing this in Spanish early.
And here we go. And they're going to start at about the 35-yard line, having to get to the 45. 1st and 10. With the first snap here with Ben Turner under center since the Westbury Christian game. As the Lions get ready to take the snap. And the motion in the backfield. And Ben's going to take himself. He's going to pitch it out to number 9, Nolan Deers. And he's going to get about a 5-yard gain to the 40. Bringing up a manageable 2nd and 5. And number 21 in the backfield, Zig Sanchez. Which is interesting for tonight's game. Ben already with a pitch. And the student section is rowdy for tonight's game. And Ben takes the snap. And he's going to pitch it again, this time to Mark Lloyd, and Mark Lloyd's going to get a big gain. He's going to break a few tackles. He's going to the 20, to the 15, to the 10, to the 5. That's the Lions touchdown! Lions touchdown! And with a minute and 2 seconds gone, the Lions have scored a touchdown. That's going to break their 13-quarter scoring drought with a beautiful pitch to Mark Lloyd. From Ben Turner, going down the sidelines. Beautiful. And Austin Angelo is getting ready here for the kick, number 80. And the kick is in the uprights and good. And for the first time since the Lutheran South game, the Lions are leading 7-0 as the push-ups get ready. As we have a piece of plywood with Destin Ruiz, our push-up man, getting 7 push-ups so far. What a score. let's just talk about that there for a second. Mark just broke a few tackles, was able to get across the 50, and once he passed the 35, he was gone. He was really, really gone. And as the Lions will take that 7-0 lead, only taking about a minute off the clock. And once again, that was Mark Lloyd for about a 60-yard touchdown. Oh, and Ben Turner, interesting formation here. Ben Turner's getting ready to kick it off instead of Austin Angelo, number 11 here for Ben Turner. And Ben's going to kick that one nice and high. And that's going to take about the 18-yard line. And the Flyers are going to get it out to about the 30-yard line.
31-yard line. That's first and 10 for St. Joseph. First and 10 for the Flyers.
And this is the first time we're going to see the Flyers offense, and we'll see the Lions, see if the Lions defense can step up here. And the quarterback's going to run, and he's still going to get some yardage. He's going to get about 3 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up about a second and 7 to go. Man, what a touchdown. That's just that was incredible. And he did get out of bounds. We're having clock issues on our end, not on. So you may see some discrepancies. And that's going to be a run by number 5, Peyton Terrell. But that's a good tackle. A good tackle by Nick Moon. But that's going to bring up a short 3rd and about 1 to go.
All right, let's get down. Let's get them moving back those chains a little bit. Let's tuck it up to the 12-man here.
Here from the 40-yard line, and they're going to push through. And number 4 is going to get a big gain, and he's going to get over midfield, and that's a first down for the Flyers. That was number Jacob Brodowski, but Nicholas Moon, again, with the takedown. That's 2 takedowns on the day for him. And number 54, and that's going to be Taylor Shugart and Jake Bodler going to pull together to get that tackle. That's going to bring up a second down and about 10 to go. They got about no gain on that. And here we go. St. Joseph comes to play. And number 8's going to catch that for St. Joseph. Hayden Wunshi. And Brennan Sierra on the tackle there. Number 3 and number 8. Ian Craig also with the tackle.
Brings up about a second down and 6 for the Flyers.
And brings up a 3rd down. And number 4 rolls around. He sees a man and he overthrows him. That's going to bring up a 4th down. Great stop by the Lions defense. And that's going to look like that might bring out the punt team. No. Looks like the Flyers are going to stay on the field. Looks like they're going to go for it.
looking to get a stop right here and get a turnover on down. And we got some laundry on the field.
And there is a flag on the field.
Gonna be against the Lions.
And we have a
Gonna move the ball.
offsides or an offside penalty, but it's going to result in a first down for the Flyers.
For the Flyers.
As a first.
TV timeout being asked by the ref back there.
And we are asking for their refs are taking a timeout here. And that is a first down because of the penalty. And they're checking the spot. And they're going to spot it at the 38-yard line on a first down for the Flyers, keeping their drive moving. Oh, and that's a bad snap, but number 4 is going to keep it and pitch it to number 8. Taken down by a lot of Lions, by a den of Lions. Bringing up a second down and 10 to go. And that's going to be another big run.
Taken down by number 5 and number 8 on the Lions. It's Keegan O'Connor and Brennan Sierra with the tackle.
And that's going to be a first down for the Lions.
Looking out for another Flyers first down. Clock keeps running. By Bowman, number 6, taken down by number 22.
And that's going to be about the line of scrimmage. Bring up, oh, excuse me, about 2-yard gain. Bring up a second down. Bring up a second down to go.
Gain of about 3. That brings up a second down and 7 for the Flyers.
And that's going to be a big loss by Taylor Shugart. No other. Bringing his first tackle for the loss. Bringing up a third down. I'm getting some love here from the student section. Number 4 takes the snap, and he's looking to see if he can run with it. And number 60 there on the tackle, Alex Sikafus, and that's going to bring up a big fourth down. A big defensive stop there, but it looks like the Flyers are going to stay on the field. The ball's going to be snapped at the 28-yard line. That's going to bring up a 4th and 8. And he's going to throw it away. That's going to be incomplete. Either way, that's a turnover on downs. And the Lions offense is going to come back out. And we're trying to get this clock situation working. We apologize for those trying to keep on. There's about 5.5 minutes left in the game, in the quarter, I'm sorry, in the first quarter. And here goes Ben Turner, and he's gonna pitch it again to number 5 this time, number 9, Nolan Deers, and gets a big gain of about 8 yards to go, bringing up a 2nd and 2. Nolan is in the backfield. He's a sophomore once again, and he's 5'8". Hopefully that it gives him an advantage. And we have another timeout by the refs.
Ladies and gentlemen, they're moving the chains, so that means another Lions first.
And it is a Lions first down after some talking with the other referees. And the ball and the clock will start on the snap. And Ben Turner's going to take it. Oh, and he's going to get hit hard, and that's an incomplete pass.
This ball picked up by the Lions. There's going to be a loss of about a yard or 2.
Oh, they are going to call it a backward pass. It was recovered by the Lions, but it's going to bring up a 2nd down and for a 3 to 4 yard loss. And Ben's going to take it again, and he's going to get tackled at the line of scrimmage for about a no gain, bring up a long 3rd down. Lions have to get to the 43 to their own 43-yard line with the ball being placed at the 30, getting about 13 yards here is what they need. And we've got a packed stadium here at SJ23 Stadium for homecoming night. And Ben Turner is going to take the snap, motion in the backfield, and he's going to take it. Oh, Tommy Lloyd takes the snap, and he's going to get caught way behind the line, bring up a long 4th down. He's going to lose some yardage. And the Lions are going to have to punt here from their own 27-yard line. And the Lions are getting ready to punt here on a 4th and 17. And that is going to be a wobbly punt, and it's going to be taken out at it's going to go out right at the 49-yard line.
Short kick ball's going to be marked at about the 49-yard line in Lions territory. First and 10 for the Flyers. Again, want to remind everybody you still got time to go out there and buy some raffle tickets.
And while we get ready for the Joseph offense to get back out on their field, we will give you we would like to hear where you guys are watching from, all of you viewers. So give us a like on Twitter or just put it in the YouTube chat on our live stream. And that's going to be a big gain to number 8, and he's going to get about 15 yards on the play, but there is a flag on the field.
Taken down by number 17, Nick Moon, and number 7, Jake Williams with the tackle. We do have some laundry on the field, though. Let's see what this is.
And it's a pass interference on the offense. That's an offensive PI. That's going to push back the Flyers offense. It's going to negate that long play, pushing them back to the refs are still spotting it here. Excuse me. It's going to be a And they're spotting the ball at the 50-yard line, which would mean it's only a penalty yardage of 1 yard. And they're going to call a timeout. St. Joseph is going to call a timeout, which brings us a great time to give you a Academy Sports and Outdoors update. In World Cup qualifying, the U.S. have to win a big one here. They are actually up 2-0 on Panama. They win, they're guaranteed basically a spot in the World Cup. In baseball, the Yankees are beating the Indians 8-7 in the 8th inning. In the National League, the Cubs and Nationals are tied at 0 apiece in the bottom of the 3rd inning. And of course, in our usual NCAA football game on Friday night, Memphis and UConn are playing in an American Athletic Conference game, and it's 14-14, 8 minutes and 24 seconds left in the 2nd quarter, with Memphis having the ball in the red zone. We're about ready to get some action back on the field, and we'll bring you some more scores from around the state and around the country. At halftime, which don't forget about our halftime performances, including the Crimson Cadets, the Lion Pride Marching Band, the cheerleading squad, and the crowning of the homecoming king and queen. But as we get ready to get back on the field here, and that's going to be a handoff, and that is a loose ball. As a fumble recovered by the Lions. And that is a turnover, the first turnover of the day. Who recovered it? And it's not quite, it's hard to figure out who recovered that fumble. But regardless, it brings up a first down for the Lions offense, seeing if they can't get some points on the board again here in the first quarter. Ben Turner still is in the behind the center. And he's going to hand it off. And they're going to give him about a yard. And that's going to bring up a 2nd and 9 here. That was number 22, Tommy Lloyd, on the carry. And again, Keegan and Ian here on the far side, closest to your screen. Ian in the white sleeves and Keegan on the outside. And Ben's going to hand it off again. No, he fakes the handoff, and he's going to get out to the 40, to the 45, to the 50, 40, 40, 30, 30, to the 20, to the 10, to the 5, and that's a Lions touchdown! Let's go! And that's going to put 6 on the board. And that's going to lead some more push-ups. That was a big gain, about a 67-yard touchdown run. Again, another play over 60. 67. And that is Ben Turner's 2nd leading touchdown drive of the day, bringing on Austin Angelo for the kick. And then again, it is through the uprights and good. And that's going to bring our score to a 14-0 lead with about 2 minutes and 8 seconds left in the first quarter. And Destin, here we go, our push-up man did 14 this time. And we're getting some love here from the student section after that fantastic touchdown. incredible. And well, we're seeing a totally different Lions offense than we have in the last few games. And a good 14-0 lead from the Lions. And once again, if you didn't catch that before, that was a 67-yard touchdown run from Ben Turner, number 11, after he faked the handoff and fooled everybody, including myself. But I don't think he fooled our cameraman. Our cameraman's too good for that. As we get ready for the kickoff again from Ben Turner. And here we go. And it is going to be a good high kickoff. Taken at the 24-yard line on a fair catch. And I do apologize. We do have to update the score there. I know some of you were aggravated. No worries.
2 minutes, 8 seconds.
And so as we have an updated scoreboard, it is 14-0. And we are broadcasting live from on top of the press box today. No air conditioning for us, unfortunately. As we see a good defensive line up for the Lions. Man, that was an alliteration there. Number 4 passes it, and he sees an open man, number 21, Isaac Conchola, and he's going to get a big gain to about the 46-yard line.
Taken out of bounds. That's the Flyers first down, 1st and 10 for St. Joseph.
And for those weather geeks out there, it is a calm and beautiful 81 degrees out here in Katy, Texas. And that's going to set the stage here for another play. Number 4, Jacob Bordowski keeps the ball himself and gets to about the 45-yard line. And the clock's going to keep on rolling.
Minute 30 left on the first.
And as the student section chants some defense and gets the defense to stay on the field there to stop the Flyers, as we bring up a 2nd and 4. Number Bordowski takes the snap, and he's going to run it himself, and he's going to get brought up. Oh, and he breaks a few tackles. He breaks quite a few tackles, tries to attempt at a hurdle, gets to the 40-yard line. And that's moving the chains, bringing up a first down for the St. Joseph Flyers. And the Lions are looking like a star team here, providing some good defense and some good offense. Let's see if the defense can stop him here. Bordowski takes the quarterback, keeper pitches it. Number 5, Peyton Terrell, not going to get much on that one. And that might just be the last play of the first quarter. And that is going to be the end of the first quarter. Your score, Lions.
That's the end of the first quarter, ladies and gentlemen.
Your score, Lions 14, St. Joseph Flyers 0. And we're going to give you a scoring recap for those that just joined in. On the second play of the game, Mark Lloyd ran it out to, got the pitch and ran it to the outside line, sideline, and was able to got a big gain, 60-yard touchdown. Then, later in the quarter, Ben, towards the end, Ben got a 67-yard touchdown run himself, faking out everyone, leading us to where we are at 14-0. And just to set up that touchdown drive was a fantastic fumble recovery.
Maybe not. Extra homework they said for everybody that doesn't cheer really loud.
As we get ready to resume play.
All right, second down.
As we get ready to resume
10 yards.
play for the St. Joseph Flyers here on offense. Number 4, Brodowski in the backfield, in the shotgun formation. And he's going to get to number 8, his good target, Terrell, staying in bounds. Excuse me, number 8, Hayden Wuchi, getting to the 36-yard line, bring up a third down and about 6 to go. And Bordowski's going to take the snap again, and he sees the number 11. And we have an injured Lion on the field. And that looks like number 3, Ian Craig, after he took a big lick from after trying to run that route, intercept that route, as all of the players here take a knee.
I want to take the time to thank our sponsors once again, Sip and Stroll, division title, Remax Synchro-Amp, NBC Construction Development and Construction, also for 32 Dentistry.
And that is number 3, Ian Craig, getting up on his own power, but is getting help just a little bit off the field. We will try to get you an update on him as soon as we figure out what exactly may have happened. But for now, it's gonna bring up a first down for the Flyers.
First and 10 for the Flyers.
And that's going to be another loose ball, which giving the Lions the fumble. And it's recovered again. This time. And that is going to be recovered again. The Lions defense is having a field day. That's when you just, man, wow. All I can say is just wow. And the Lions offense is back out on the field. And Ben Turner's there in the backfield again. He's getting ready for his play after the turnover. And he drops back. And he sees a man. Oh my gracious. Oh my gracious. Number 5, Keegan. Touchdown. 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 And that's going to give the Lions a 20-0 lead. Incredible on a beautiful pass to incredible. And the Lions here going up with three touchdowns, looking for Austin Angelo to make the extra point this side of the field. And that kick is up. And good. And after that scoring drive, we're going to take time to tell you this is in recent Lions history. This is the largest lead by a Lions football team since last year's demolition of the Village School in a 42-0 beatdown. Absolutely brilliant. Student section is having a fantastic time. And Keegan caught that touchdown. Incredible. And just like that, Ben Turner's responsible for 2 touchdowns. Keegan's got 1. And we apologize for the late camera there. We were a little bit distracted. And we got another kickoff.
Lions with a 21-point lead.
And the Lions, that's a good kickoff to about the 25-yard line. And the Flyers are going to break away, and they're going to get to about the 43-yard line.
Number 5, Terrell, taken down with the initial hit by number 23. That's Marco Quinn with the initial hit. Ball's going to be spotted at about the 42-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Flyers.
And that's going to bring the Lions defense back onto the field. And number 4 is going to take the snap again. He's going to get a big gain. And he's going to get a big gain. And he's going to get stopped at about the 42-yard line. And we apologize for the late reaction on everything here. We're fine solo for the moment as the Lions defense allows a big gain, and the Flyers are trying to make their comeback real clear with about 10 minutes left here in the second quarter. And they're going to get a big gain.
Running back taken down after a short gain of about 3. Looks like number 74 was in the middle of that. That's Andrew Blick.
Andrew Blick made the tackle there.
2nd down and about 6 to go for the Flyers.
The Lions, for the Flyers, it's the 2nd and about 6 to go. And number 4 takes the snap again. He's going to get pressured, and he's going to roll out, and he sees a man, and that's going to be way over his head. No flags, incomplete. And that brings up a 3rd down. With about 9:26 to go in this. Our time does not reflect that we're
for the Flyers.
the Flyers are going to have a big third down, and they do a little screen, and he's going to get a big gain, and that's going to be enough for a first down
Pass is complete.
on the far side of the field.
After the catch. Looks like number 4, Mark Lloyd, with the tackle.
And the first down means the defense still is on the field for the Lions, trying to prevent a score here, see if they can't get another turnover. Number 4, and it's a bad snap, and number 6 picks it up, and he's gonna lose about 3 yards on the play, but the Flyers still recover it, or the Flyers recover it themselves, foregoing any chance at a turnover. That was just a bad snap from the Flyers center. Bordowski could not handle it for the Flyers.
That's going to be against the Flyers.
And that is a penalty on the field. I'm going to figure out what that penalty is. And it's against the Flyers, pushing them back. That's going to be all black. That looks like a holding call, and it's going to negate the fumble. And it's going to be first and 20 to go here after that 10-yard penalty, putting the ball at the 40-yard line. And Bordowski is in the backfield again. He fakes the handoff. He's looking for a man to pass to. And he's going to run himself. And he's going to get to the 30. And he's going to get taken down at about the 26-yard line.
The ball with the 25-yard line. Able to bring the ball back to about the original line of scrimmage.
And that's going to bring up a manageable 2nd and 10 to go, with the Lions leading 21-0 with about 8 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Our time is not accurate on the scoreboard. We apologize. We're going to get that fixed as quick as we can. We're still working on it. Brodowski takes the snap, and he's looking for a man downfield, and there is a flag on the field, and he's still looking, and he's still scrambling. He's going to get taken down. He's going to get taken down about the 34-yard line, but we're going to see by Tyler Skinner, and we're going to see if that flag brings that back.
They're going to ask Coach Clay what he wants to do here.
It was a chop block. It was declined. So it's going to bring up a 3rd down at the 32-yard line. They had to ask Coach Richardson on that one whether he wanted to accept or decline. Tough choice.
7 minutes, 37 seconds.
With 7.5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Lions defense still on the field. It's going to bring up a Flyers have a 3rd and about 14 to go, trying to convert. And he's going to Bordowski's going to hand the snap off to number 5, Peyton Terrell, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And it looks like the Flyers offense is going to stay on the field. And the Lions are looking for a 4th down stop. See if they can't get one right here. And that's going to be a trick play. Number 4 is going to get it. He's going to make the completion on the far sideline to about the 11-yard line. And that's going to bring up a first and 10 for the Flyers. Just short of a first and goal.
First and 10 for the Flyers.
And that's going to be number 5 taking this. Brett, can you help me? Can you go over there? It said it reconnected, so it should be.
I think the Flyers are going to go for 2.
What? Oh, good.
And they are going to mark him down. The extra point is no good. Took our score to 21-6 in favor of the Lions with 4 minutes, 10 seconds left in the first half.
I can't believe I was that stupid not to plug that in. That's usually the first thing I do. I tweeted it out, so let's see. Come on, come on, come on. The one game.
Lions getting ready to receive the kickoff.
Oh, we're back. And we are back. We apologize for that. As the score, as we went off the air for some technical difficulties, our apologies. The Flyers did score a touchdown, but missed the 2-point conversion. So your new score is now 21-6.
Ball is spotted right there.
And we got the time working again. And there is 4 minutes and 10 seconds left. Getting ready to kick off here. And that's a fair catch at the 32-yard line here in the second quarter. Your score, 21-6 Lions.
31 and a half. First and 10 for the Lions. 4 minutes, 10 seconds left.
And don't forget about our halftime festivities coming up here in about 10 minutes after the quarter ends. And which has 4 minutes left. I apologize. My mistake. And number and that's a pitch. And that's going to keep the clock rolling to Mark Lloyd.
Brings up a second down and 11 for the Lions.
And feel free to let us know where you're watching from. Once again, we would love to know where you're watching. And with 3.5 minutes to go, Lions are going to be about 2nd and 11. And that's going to be a handoff again.
Number 22, the ball carrier, Tommy Lloyd. Gain of about 1, brings the ball back to the original line of scrimmage.
And that's going to bring back to the original line of scrimmage, 3rd and 10. And the Lions are really running down some clock here on 3rd and 10. And Turner's going to pitch it to number 9, Nolan Deers, and he's going to get about 2 yards on the carry. And that's going to bring up a fourth and looks like fourth and about 8.5. And the Lions are going to be here getting ready to punt on 4th down from their own, inside their own 35. And that's going to be a good punt, and that's going to be a muff punt. He's going to pick it up, and that's going to be a stiff arm, and he's going to get to about the 45-yard line. And we've got an injured Lions. Oh, and he gets up. Number 17, Nicholas Moon, shaken up after that play. Brings up the Lions defense again. See if they can get another stop. And don't forget, at the end of the 3rd quarter, we will be releasing our Player of the Game nominees. And with this score of a 21-6 game, it's gonna be hard to narrow down just 4. You can vote on that on our Twitter page. And Lions are gonna bring pressure. They're gonna throw out to number 6. He's gonna get a few stiff arms. Mark Lloyd's gonna have a good tackle.
No gain on the yardage, so that brings up a 2nd down and 10 for the Flyers.
And he'll push him out, get no gains. It's gonna bring up about a 2nd down and about 10 to go for the Lions. With less than 2 minutes here in the 1st half. Flyers fake the handoff. Bordowski makes the run for it, and he's gonna break a few tackles. He's gonna get the 1st down.
Quarterback keeps the ball, runs it, but it looks like a loose ball, but they are calling him down on the ground.
And they're calling him down by contact.
So that's a 1st and 10 for the Flyers. Ball's going to be spotted at the 44-yard line on the other end.
With 90 seconds to go here in the 1st half, Flyers are at the 45-yard line in Lions territory, and they see a man, and that's just going to be just high. Incomplete, bringing up a 2nd and 10 this time. And for those St. John students that weren't able to make it to tonight's game, don't forget about tomorrow's homecoming dance from 7 to 10. Lock-in is from 7:30 to 9:30 in the Student Center. And don't forget about the PSAT for all those juniors. You're going to study real hard for it. But Bordowski's going to take a slip, but it looks like there is a flag on the play. And it's a holding against the Flyers. And that's going to push them back. That's pushing back. And that's going to push him back 10 yards. Excuse me, that's going to be the loss. It's going to be a decline. Excuse me, decline the penalty, bringing up a 3rd and long for the Flyers offense. Flyers. Bordowski pump fakes. He makes a run for it. He's going to get to the 40, and he's going to get out about the 31-yard line.
out of bounds.
And that's gonna be a 1st and 10 for the Flyers. Keeps the drive moving
50 seconds left.
with about 50 seconds left in the first half.
One more quarter and 50 seconds in halftime show to get those raffle tickets. Your last chance. The raffle will be given and drawn at the 4th.
And don't forget about the halftime celebrations with the crowning of the homecoming king and queen, and all the usual, the Lion Pride Marching Band, the Cheer Squad, and the Crimson Cadets. We'll have that all for you on Line Sports Network here. Bordowski he pump fakes again. He goes deep, and that's going to be incomplete, just a little bit over his head. Good defense on the Lions end. And in a breaking news, we were headed to extras in Cleveland as it is 8-8 going to the 10th. Big news there. Indians trying to make it a 2-0 lead, right? I think that's right, yeah. So Bordowski here with 43 seconds to go. Going to take the snap. He's going to throw. He sees a man, and that's good. Good pass defense. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Good pass deflection by Keegan O'Connor, doing stuff on both sides of the ball.
We need your assistance. Please get loud. Here we go. We're trying to get this turnover on down as soon as possible.
And there's 37 seconds on the clock, excuse me. 21-6 game. The scoreboard is correct. And Bordowski is in the backfield again. He's going to be taking the snap. He throws. He sees a man, number 11. Number 11, Brody Beck. They're tied in, and they're going to call a timeout by the Flyers, which we will take a second here. Once again, those juniors watching, don't forget about that PSAT, very important test, on the October 11th next Wednesday. And we will be bringing you the last home game of the season as the St. John Lions take on St. Dominic Savio. And for those wondering whether or not playoffs are in the future, the Lions must win all 4 remaining games to make it to the playoffs. That includes tonight against the Flyers, next week against the Beaumont Kelly Bulldogs, the 20th against the Village School Vikings, and on, of course, senior night on the 27th against St. Dominic Savio. And there's a very possibility we will bring you live coverage from the Village School in 2 weeks. But for now, we'll get you back to this game as the Flyers take a 4th down and 2. And number 4 gets stuffed.
And number 21, that is Mr. Zig Sanchez with the sack.
And Sig makes a sack. Big play.
13 seconds on the clock.
And Zig once again coming up clutch. And it looks like the Lions are just going to take a knee. And that, my friends, is going to bring to the end of the first half. Your score, Lions 21, Flyers 6. We're going to bring you the halftime festivities, beginning with the cheer squad, then following the Crimson Cadets and the Lion Pride Marching Band, ultimately ending with the crowning of the king and queen of this year's homecoming. We're going to have more for you at the end of halftime with a halftime report and some scores.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Please turn your attention as the
And we are going to bring it over to the public address announcer, Mr. Ruiz. We hope you enjoy your halftime, and we'll bring you some halftime coverage right after the performances.
Hold it right there. Just hold it right there. Lion Pride Marching Band. Come on, that's a fight sound right there.
As we welcome you back to the halftime show, we want you to keep on watching as we crown this year's King and Queen homecoming court. We hope you enjoyed the band, the dance team, and the cheer squad. We'll get you the homecoming court and the crowning of the King and Queen. And once that's over, we will get you some more halftime report, including some big action in baseball going on right now. So for now, we send it down to the field again with our public address announcer, Mr. Ruiz.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. And now it's time for the main event of the 2017 Homecoming Court presentation. The students are ready. And this year's Homecoming Court is Freshman Lord and Lady Murphy Wood and Danica Zubizarreta. Your sophomore Duke and Duchess is Chris Echevarria and Jenna Gozal. And your junior prince and princess, Gregor Gourlay and Claire Rady. And to crown this year's senior king and queen, we welcome back last year's king, Rick Fontenot. Rick is currently attending Louisiana Tech University and is majoring in mechanical engineering. We're very excited to have him back here with the St. John family. And this year's homecoming king and queen nominees are 4 senior boys and 4 senior girls. For the boys, David Crank is escorted by his parents, Ramona and Douglas Crank. He plans to attend Ward County Junior College to study process technology and earn a machinist certification. Big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Next is Keegan O'Connor, who is escorted by his parents, Rhonda and Terry O'Connor. He plans to attend Rice University and study medicine or biochemistry. Keegan O'Connor working hard out there on the field today. Next is Chris Saba, who's escorted by his parents, Rhonda and Roy Saba. He plans to attend the University of Houston and enroll in the Honors Architectural Engineering program. And last but not least is Ian Voigt, who's escorted by his parents, Missy and Adrian Voigt. He plans to attend Texas A&M University and study mechanical engineering. And for the girls, Claire Cosgrave is escorted by her mother, Leslie Cosgrave. She also plans to attend Texas A&M University and study nursing. Next is Jacqueline Johnston, is escorted by her parents Tina and Lionel Johnston. She plans to attend meet Texas A&M University and study biology. Next is Rachel Roy, escorted by her parents, Susan and Wayne Roy. She plans to attend Texas A&M University and study English. Last but not least is Kelly Teal, who is escorted by her parents, Helen and Ronnie Teal. She plans to attend the University of Texas and study marketing. One last round of applause for all these lovely ladies and young gentlemen out there. Are we ready? You guys have voted, and without any further ado, the 2017 St. John the 23rd Homecoming King is none other than Chris Saba. And our 2017 queen is none other than Miss Kelly Teal. Congratulations to our king and queen and to the entire court. And there comes PJ. We got 5 minutes, 44 seconds until we kick it off. But right now, the stage is for these two, your 2017 King and Queen. BJ, you could have found a bigger flower.
And we welcome you back to the Lions halftime report.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble.
We welcome you back to the halftime report as we get pumped here and in some big scoring. We've got the Astros once again beating the the Boston Red Sox 8-2 today. And we do have a final score in the U.S. qualifying match. It is 4-0, your final score. In some match, we still have a tie ball game in Cleveland, 8-8, and it's going to the 11th inning. And out there in our nation's capital, the Cubs are beating the Nationals 2-0 in Game 1 of that series. And looking forward to tonight, the Diamondbacks and the Dodgers out west play at 9:30 coming up in about an hour. And in some NCAA football, Memphis Tigers are taking on the Yukon Huskies. 35-24 Tigers as they just started the second half. And in some bigger news, just a reminder, we have lots of athletic events happening at St. John 23rd this fall sports season. And don't forget, when we're finished with the football season, we will be bringing you live basketball. That's right. We're going to bring you from inside the competition gym, the rowdy atmosphere. It's going to be fantastic. Our first game is still to be determined, but you're going to be watching some Lions basketball on Lions Sports Network. And in some other big news, all you swimmers out there, do have a meet next weekend at the British School just down the road. Come out and support your Sea Lion swim team. I believe volleyball does have a few games this week, so go out and support your Lady Lions. We're getting ready for the second half. 2.5 minutes to go. As they do the traditional YMCA song. You gotta join along when it just comes on. You know, the YMCA, the Village People. It's gonna be a great event. We got a great second half coming up for you, 21-6. And we're gonna get you some high school updates. Friday Night Lights is back, folks. This is the true meaning of what it means. And with that win the U.S. had against Panama, that just about locks up their World Cup chances. And looks like we'll be headed back to another World Cup.
Where's my rowdy student sections at? Let's try that one more time. Where is my rowdy?
And as we get you
Student section at?
a big win, Cinco Ranch beat Foster High School. As we're getting ready to kick off for this next second half, we've got a big one, 21-6. Look to see the Lions get a big second half. The momentum's here. The student section's ready. I think the only thing we've got left is to wait 45 seconds until we get this kickoff. Once again, the Lions will be kicking off to the Flyers. Flyers did defer and wait until the second half. And don't forget, at the end of the third quarter, we will be announcing our Player of the Game nominees. You don't want to miss that one. And my cameraman up here does not approve my dancing skills as we get some vibes up. And it's ready for the second half. And don't forget, after the game, we will be bringing you a short post-game, especially an interview with our cameraman as we break down the last few minutes of the game. As we get ready for kickoff. And here we go. We are ready to kick off. As and we are ready. It couldn't be any better. A beautiful Friday night, but more importantly, it's Friday Night Lights. Beautiful harvest moon in the background. This is what Texas high school football is all about, baby. St. John Lions looking for their first win this season. And here we go. The second half begins right now. And he did call a fair catch. The Flyers will take over at the 29-yard line. First and 10. And thanks for all the messages of support. Greatly appreciate it here as we're throwing it back to the old school. Just one broadcaster, one play-by-play man. If Vince Scully can do it, so can I. And Flyers are going to get a big gain on a handoff, gaining them about 6 yards on the carry. And that's going to... And that's going to... And that's going to keep the clock rolling On a second down and about 3 to go. Number 4 in the backfield again, and he's going to hand off to number 5. Number 5, Peyton Terrell, but there is a flag on the play.
Held by number 22, Tommy Lloyd. Laundry on the field, holding against the
And that is a offensive holding. Flyers going to push him back 10 yards, and that's going to replay the second down. Lions seem to have come out of the locker room with some momentum, trying to change everything, see if they can't get a dub. I believe that's what they call it, dub. It's been so long. But the light of the tunnel can be seen.
Second down and 12 for the
And the
Flyers.
defense and that is a fake handoff. Number 5, Terrell's going to took it, and he got
Recovered by number 5 once again.
to the 38-yard line. And that's going to bring up a third down.
Third down and 2 for the Flyers.
And if you do like what you're seeing, don't forget to give a subscribe on our YouTube channel.
Okay, cuts to the outside.
But for now, that's going to bring up a first down for the Flyers.
Number 22, Tommy Lloyd with the tackle.
With and here we go with the Flyers getting a new fresh set of downs, with Bordowski handing it off again to Terrell, handing it off to
Tommy Lloyd able to take him down with the initial hit.
handing it off to
Gain of 1
number 21, Isaac Canchola.
for the Flyers.
Just about a no gain. Bring up a second down. And the second down here for Brodowski. He does a fake handoff,
Fumble.
and that is a fumble, and that is recovered. And that is recovered by the Lions. That is the third fumble of the day. Third turnover, plus a turnover on downs, bringing up a 1st and 10 for the Lions offense for their first possession here in the third quarter.
Third time the Lions are able to poke that quick skin right on out. And get
Excuse
that
me.
ball and recover it.
And again, the Lions defense is showing up big tonight. As Ben Turner is under the snap, under center. Last few minute plays. Play calling, 1st and 10 on a motion. He draws back, he gets pressured, and he's going to get taken down on that shoulder.
Number 11 taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Ooh, and he gets up. And he gets taken down, pushing the Lions back just a little bit, bringing up a long second down.
Second and long for the Lions.
And that's,
Ball spotted
and
on
here
the
we go.
line.
Ben Turner on the under center. 3 men in the backfield. Tommy Lloyd behind him. And there's a motion. And that's going to be the number 9, Nolan Deers. He sees a hole, and he finds one, and he's going to get 2.
Number 9, Nolan Deers with the hit. Able to
And he gets a big gain. Big gain. That's good enough for a Lions first down. Again, gets to the 34-yard line. Another big play for the Lions. On a nice run by Nolan Deers, number 9, sophomore. looking like he's using that 5'8" figure to his advantage tonight. Once again, Tommy Lloyd in the backfield. Ben under center. Ben's looking real good after coming back from injury today. He's got responsible for 2 touchdowns. He does a pitch. Oh, and that's a fumble. And Mark Lloyd's going to pick that one up, and he's going to get a lot more yardage. And he's going to lose about 13 yards. But that definitely could have ended up worse. Nice reaction by Mark Lloyd. He's using that reaction time of his to make the best out of a bad situation. Make the best out of a bad situation. I'm fumbling words here. At least I'm not fumbling too bad. Like the Flyers. And we take this time again to tell you about the player of the game. We will have an interview with the player of the game next week, as they will be crowned the player of the week. So in 7 minutes, don't forget to look on the Twitter and vote for that player of the game. And we can't forget about the word of the week. We will try to figure that one out there soon. And Ben scrambling. He gets to the 45, he gets to the 40, he gets to about the 38-yard line before running out of bounds.
Number 11, the ball carrier, Ben Turner. Able to get back a couple of those yards. But that still brings up a 3rd and 14 for the Lions.
And speaking of the word of the week, our word is quagga, which is an extinct equine mammal of South Africa. That's a very rare word according to Words with Friends, and that would be a big point word if you were to play that in Words with Friends. So, yeah, hopefully we're not going to see any quaggas on the field today, since they are extinct. Ben looks to pass. Oh, and that hits the ref. That hits the...
He was supposed to catch that for a first down, but he didn't get there.
And the ref was trying to catch it.
That's going to bring up a 4th down.
And a 4th, because of that incompletion, it's going to bring up a 4th down.
2 hands, ref, 2 hands. Keep it in front of you with 2 hands.
And he's going to not be able to live that one down. The ref just targeted the wrong person. Should have been targeting the quaggles instead of the zebras on the field. And here comes the punt. And that's going to be taken about the 6-yard line, excuse me. And the Lions are going to tackle him down at the 16-yard line. 17-yard line, check that. And that's where the Flyers are going to start on their second possession of the third quarter. And it feels like a good time to check in on that Indians game. Right as we wait here for Brodowski to receive the snap here on 1st and 10. He takes the snap, he throws, and that's just going to be incomplete. And in Cleveland, they've gone to the bottom of the 11th, still tied at 8. The Yankees really do need that win, and so do we, the Lions, here on this here at SJ23 Stadium. Brodowski is going to be under center again in the shotgun. Gets the pitch, and the Lions defense is going to push him back to about the 15-yard line. excuse me, forward progress marks him down at the 19-yard line, bringing up a big third down. Big third and long. And would remind you to keep Las Vegas in your prayers, keep Puerto Rico in your prayers, keep all those affected by the recent hurricanes in your prayers, as we want to give a shout out to all those first responders. Bordowski with the pass. Oh, he's going to tuck it, and he's going to get tackled behind the line by none other than Alex Sikafus. Bringing up a fourth down.
One more, we get to call him Alex Sikafus. One more sack.
And the Flyers are getting pushed back on a penalty, bringing up a repeat of third down and putting the ball at the 8-yard line. False start, it looks like. Excuse me. Brings up a fourth down. Sorry, no false start. Just pushing it back. The ball being spotted now at the 7-yard line, and the Flyers will be punting just out of their own end zone. And that is a line drive punt that's going to bounce. And that's going to stop at the 42-yard line. And with just under 5.5 minutes left in the third quarter, the Lions still lead 21-6.
St. John getting the ball in Flyer territory. Ball's marked at the 41-yard line.
And what a beautiful night again for some football. Too many times, you can't repeat it. Still beautiful. Once again, after the end of the third quarter, we will be announcing our nominees for Player of the Game. So even here in stadium, don't forget to vote. And Tommy Lloyd gets smacked.
Tommy Lloyd. We do have a flag on the field.
And Tommy Lloyd gets smacked, but there is a flag. And it looks like it might be against the Flyers. No, it is no flag. It is a timeout taken by the Lions. Bringing us.
No flag.
There is no flag on the play.
Drop that one.
And we go to the 12th in Cleveland. On a side note, those Astros fans watching, you want to keep an eye on this one. We hope you're enjoying our coverage of the game tonight. We just want to give a shout out to all those that are watching, including any fellow students, fellow alumni, fellow coaching staff. We appreciate you watching. Spread the word. We're going to be here one more time for football. But once again, as I said earlier, big breaking news announcement. We will be broadcasting, for the first time ever, broadcasting basketball from the competition gym. Bringing you a rowdy atmosphere. It's going to be fun to watch, fun to enjoy, and you may just see a few three-pointers and a few dunks. You don't want to miss it. And the Lions offense is back on the field in motion. And he's gonna pitch it. He's gonna pitch it to Mark Lloyd. Mark's gonna get out there, and he's gonna get out a big gain, and that's going to be. And they're moving the chains. They're moving the chains for a first down. At the end of the third, I'm getting a drink. Just letting you know now. Make it quick though. Oh. And Ben's gonna slip. He's gonna slip on the field, but still gets a 5-yard gain. Still manageable gain. Bringing up a 2nd and 6. Second and 6 with about 4 minutes left to go. It's 21-6 here in the third quarter. And Ben Turner is under center. He's going to give the snap to Tommy Lloyd. Tommy Lloyd's going to get a... And he's just short of the first. Oh, they're giving them first down. They're giving him a first down. And Turner, 3 men in the backfield. And Turner's running some clock down. They set a motion, and he's going to take it himself. He's going to scramble. And he's going to get to the 15, to the 10, to the 5, and he's going to be a touchdown! A touchdown, touchdown, touchdown! Turner runs it in himself for a touchdown. It fumbled in, but it did cross the end zone first before he fumbled, and that is good enough for a Lions touchdown. Folks, that's Ben Turner's 3rd touchdown of the day. He's had 2 rushing and 1 passing earlier in the second quarter. Definitely look for him to be a player of the game today. And it is good. And Ben
Turner shows off his dance moves for tomorrow's homecoming night, and able to waltz into the end zone.
And Ben Turner is just, he's cruising. And as we listen on to the push-ups being done. 28, so many. Once again, this is our most points scored in a game since last year's beatdown of the Village School Vikings. And the Lions are looking for their first win in a big way. With the lead now stretching to 22 points.
2 minutes, 53 seconds left in the third quarter.
And here we go. Ben Turner getting ready to kick it off. And here we go. And that's a good kick. Oh, and that is touched. He's going to pick it up at about the 9-yard line, and he's going to get. And he's going to get pushed back.
Looks like a negative return by the Flyers. Going to be 1st and 10 for the Flyers, deep in Flyer territory.
And the Flyers are way, way back in their own territory, with the ball being spotted at about the 13-yard line. 1st and 10, but the Lions defense trying to get a big stop again as we get towards the end of the 3rd quarter. And number 5 gets a big gain. He's looking, and he runs over a man. Incredible. Gets to about the 29-yard line. Good enough for a first down. Number 5. Number 5. Peyton Terrell. And that's number 8, Brendan Sierra, coming off the field. Looks like he may have been shaken up just a little bit. And that is complete to number 8, Hayden Winchy. And that's going to be a short gain. And we're gearing towards the end of the 3rd quarter, which means it's almost time for your player of the game nominees. And that is Was that an interception? No, he dropped it. Oh, was that? Oh. And it is 3rd down after that incompletion. Almost an interception there. And as we get ready, get set back here again. Number 4, he rolls out. Lions come at him, and he is incomplete, out of bounds at the 4-yard. And I was trying to get to midfield, but that's going to bring up 4th down. Oh gosh. And once again, it is 28-6. And they're getting ready to punt. And that is a big, big tackle at the 30-yard line from Keegan. Man, he received that one and he just got pummeled. Almost like someone shot a cannonball and just barreled right towards him. Maybe more like Donkey Kong. And Mark Lloyd gets a big gain to about the 45-yard line.
Gain of about 8 on the play.
Bringing up a 2nd and down.
For the Lions.
And that we're getting towards the end of the 3rd quarter. Ben Turner looks out. And the player of the game is officially online. Go ahead and vote for who you think will be the player of the game as we gear the end of the 3rd quarter. And a big run by number 22, Tommy Lloyd. And that's going to, looks like that's going to be the last play of the third quarter. Your score, Lions 28, Flyers 6. And with that, we take this time to give you an update on that Indians game for you Astro fans out there. And in Cleveland, we still are in extra innings, bottom of the 12th, 8-8. And don't forget to follow our Twitter account and get on to Lions Sportsnet 23 is our Twitter handle. Don't forget to vote for the player of the game. We'll be announcing that shortly towards the end of the game. And also, they'll be announcing the raffle winner here at the end of the fourth quarter, so you don't want to miss that. We will bring that to you.
Number 11, Ben Turner keeps the ball.
Ben Turner keeps the ball, and he's going to get about 6 yards. 6 yards on that play, bringing up a short second down. Don't forget to use the hashtag on your screen, hashtag St. Joe's versus St. John 23rd. We want to hear what you're feeling. And here comes a second down play from Ben Turner under center. Wipes his hands, takes a snap. He hands it off to number 22. Tommy breaks a tackle, and he's pushing, and he gets to about the 33-yard line. And that's going to move the chains. First down for the Lions. Keep that clock ticking down.
Clock keeps running. 10 minutes, 50 seconds in the fourth quarter. 28-6 in favor of the Lions.
And we still got a good one going on here at SJ23 Stadium with the Lions driving, looking for a good first down play here. Ben surveys the defense. He drops the under center. Takes a snap, and there's the pitch to number 4, Mark Lloyd. And he's going to get outside. But there is a flag on the play.
Left side, gain of a couple of yards. We do have a flag on the field. Let's see if this gets picked up or stays.
It's a big play, but there was a flag, and it's a holding against the Lions, which is going to push them back. And the Lions is still going to be first down, just a little longer first down. Looks like a 1st and 16.
First and about 17 for the Lions.
And here comes
10 minutes, 19 seconds.
and that's going to be a big gain
Mark Lloyd up the
by Mark,
moves the line of scrimmage just a little bit more.
by Tommy Lloyd, bringing
Keeps that
it
clock rolling.
back to the 38-yard line.
Second down for the Lions.
And here we go. The clock is moving, and it's second down and about 13 to go. And Ben's under center. He takes the snap. Oh, he fakes the pitch. He's running out to the outside. He's going to take it himself, and he stutter steps, gets to about the 36-yard line. I keep saying about 36. Gets to the 36-yard line.
Stop the clock with 9 minutes, 25 seconds.
And don't forget to vote for the player of the game.
Got a big round of applause for our king and queen, homecoming king and queen.
And it brings up a third down. Once again, the player of the game nominees: Ben Turner, our quarterback, Alex Sikafus on the defense, Keegan O'Connor on both sides of the ball, and Nick Moon with some great defense on some tackles and a few tackle for losses. And that is a delay of game on the offense, on the Lions. We're going to move back 5 yards, bring up a long third down. A long third down. I hope you all voted for the player of the game. I know our student section was getting hyped up about voting for him. Ben goes under center. And he takes a snap. Oh! And that... And that's going to be incomplete. Right in and out of his hands. Just seems like the drive-through wasn't working. Went in and out. Leading to a punt here from the Lions, from the Flyer 41-yard line. And that is a fantastic punt. That's going to roll inside the 20-yard line.
Out of bounds.
Just outside of the 20-yard line to the 21. Generous spot for the Flyers.
To find out who's our lucky winners tonight. Homecoming King and Queen will be letting us know who the winners are.
The winner of the student prize iPhone X is Tyler Liao.
And the winner of the iPhone X that they were giving for the raffle tickets was Mr. Tyler Leal. If you're listening, you just won an iPhone X. So congratulations to you. And Flyers offense is a little pitch. A big pitch, actually. They get 10 yards on the play. Gets to the 30-yard line.
The third prize winner for the $500 gift card is Stacy Milstead.
And for the third place raffle winner, if your name is Stacy, then you may have just won. You may have won a $500 gift card. And the Flyers hand it off. They get about 5 yards on that. To 35. And that is and we have an injury on the field.
The winner of the second prize TV is Kim Liao.
And if the second place, which was a big flat screen TV, winner was Kim Liao. If your name is Kim Liao, you just won a TV in the raffle. So you may have just won a TV.
The winner of the grand prize is Justin Kilbride.
And the grand prize of the car, Justin Kilbride, just won just won. You just won a car. Congratulations. If you're listening out there, you may have won those prizes. As the Flyers get out to the 40-yard line. Oh. And there is some extracurricular on the field. Ladies and and there is some punching and shoving. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a fight on the field. The Lions offense is coming out. The coaches are having to restrain the St. Joseph Flyers. Coach Richardson is getting the Lions team back on the sideline. Folks, we've had everything. We've had 4 touchdowns. We've had 3 fumbles. So many punts, and now a fight. Incredible. I don't know what I'm watching here on homecoming night. And the referees are conferring.
Flag on the field.
It looks like we got a reenactment of McGregor and Mayweather in Las Vegas, but instead we're here in Katy. Got a big, some punches were thrown. I don't know what that was all about. And viewers at home, we hope you may share that across social media. And once again, don't forget to vote for the player of the game while we're taking this time here. Ben Turner currently is in the lead. Not by much, but Ben, Keegan, Alex, as I like to call him, Sakafus, and Nick Moon are in the nominees for player of the game. This is a big one. Winner of this one is the player of the week and gets to be interviewed, so you don't want to miss that one. And they are picking up the flag. They're about to give us an explanation. And as we can remember in modern history, it looks like that might be the first brawl. And we're about to find out here what the refs are going to be doing.
You also got yourself a 60-inch smart TV.
And we're looking, and here we go. Here's what the ref is supposed to give us. See what the refs say. That's the first time I've ever witnessed a fight on a football field. I've seen some on baseball. Never on a football field, folks. This is crazy. The student section was unsportsmanlike conduct on the defense and on the offense. And they offset, which means we replay first down. And we do have an injection on the Flyers. I'm not sure what number. That is the second week in a row that a player has been ejected in a St. John game. Last week, it was their Second Baptist running back kicked our kicker, Austin Angelo, in the face, was ejected for it, unsportsmanlike. Oh, and we're getting word that it's not a Flyers. It is no other than Alex Sikafus. He has been ejected for the remainder of this game. And the Flyers looking deep. They see a man. Oh, number 8 was open. And the Lions defense gets all of him on that one to the 10-yard line.
Tackled by number 7, Jake Williams, saving the touchdown. And number 5. Got my helper over here. Straight.
And that's going to put the Flyers in good field position to get us touchdown. On a trick play by the offense. Number 4 takes it himself, and he gets to about the 6-yard line. That ejection still keeps Sycophus in the contention for player of the game. And it does look like Tom Lloyd, number 22, was also ejected from the game. And so we're going to look up here and see second down for the Flyers offense. Number 4, he's looking for a man. He sees him. And that is a touchdown. Bordowski gets a touchdown to his teammate. It looks like they're going for 2, and that's gonna get some more points on the board for the Flyers. Maybe giving some momentum to the Flyers after that brawl. Two of the better players on our team, Sycophus and Tommy, out for the remainder of this game. Looks like Bordowski's going for it, and it is no good. No good. The Lions are going to keep them to just 2 touchdowns, but no extra point. And no 2-point conversions. And to reiterate what Coach Richardson said here today at the homecoming pep rally, we don't lose on homecoming. And we're doing a pretty good job of that right now.
Timeout taken by the Lions.
With 7:19 left in the game, 28-12, the Lions are in the lead. And let's make sure you're voting for the player of the game. Definitely want to announce that here soon. And currently in the lead is Ben Turner for the player of the game. So here we go, and the Flyers are going to kick off to the Lions. See if the Lions can't close it out here. And some big games tomorrow in college football. The Aggies take on the Tide in College Station. The West Virginia Mountaineers take on the Horned Frogs of TCU. Game days at that one in Fort Worth. Don't forget to tune in there, 8 Central on ESPN. Lions Game Day will make a reappearance for our senior night game. We will have a final edition of Lions Game Day for the football season. Whether that we will get more information on that, most likely will be a live and our only live version of Lions Game Day. We'll get that to you hopefully in 2 weeks. For now, the kickoff did go out of bounds, which is a penalty on the Flyers.
Let's see where they spot the ball now.
And we're waiting to see where they spot the ball, and they're moving, and the ball will be
spotted at the 30-yard line.
And the Lions offense will take it at the 30-yard line. And in Cleveland, we have still a tie score runner on second in the bottom of the 13th for the Indians, trying to close it out and send everyone home happy. Walk-offs. They're good. Maybe we'll get a walk-off score here to seal the deal. Turner under center. And that's going to keep the pile moving. The clock's going to keep ticking. And that's going to bring up second down with about 9 to go.
Clock keeps running. 6 minutes, 50 seconds left on the ticker.
And with less than 7 minutes to go, this game almost halfway in the fourth quarter. And Ben under center. And he takes himself, he pitches it to number 8, Brennan Sierra. He's going to get to the 45. Good enough for another first down for the Lions. And that's going to keep the clock ticking. And that may have just been a key first down
4 seconds left in the game.
in this game with at the halfway point now. And ladies and gentlemen, we have a final in Cleveland. The Windians have done it again. They win on a walk-off, and they go up 2-0 in that series. Winner plays the Astros Red Sox winner. Here they move the pile to the 50-yard line. Mark Lloyd, and let the clock just keep on ticking.
Lions looking to move the ball 50 yards into the end zone.
And the Lions they're still moving the football. And and Nolan Deere's going to take that handoff. He's going to get pushed way back to the 43-yard line.
Taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Oh.
About a yard short from the original line of scrimmage. So brings brings up a third down for the Lions.
And Ben is in the secondary, or behind center, excuse me. He hands it off to Tommy. He's going to get just a few yards back to that line. Excuse me. I'm sorry. To Mark Lloyd. To Mark Lloyd. And that's going to bring up a fourth down and about 7 to go. I apologize for that one.
I'd like to thank our sponsors, Sip and Stroll, Tradition Title, Remax Cinco Ranch.
And it looks like from here, Ian Craig has taken off his pads, and he has after going out with that big hit he took in the second quarter, he has not come out onto the field again. He has not come out onto the field again, so that's going to leave the Lions without 3 of their players. And it looks like he dislocated his shoulder. Ian Craig might take away a passing option for next week's game. We have multiple sources, and we were told at halftime that he would not return to this game.
Number 8, Hayden Winchie. Deep for the punt for the Flyers.
And the Lions will be punting and gets a good punt down to about the to the 19-yard line.
Recovered by the Flyers.
The Flyers catch it. A little skirmish there. Recovered by the Flyers. And with less than 4 minutes to go, and a 16-point lead, who knows what may happen.
First and 10 for the Flyers. 3 minutes and 44 seconds. Lions looking for the hold here.
And here come the Flyers offense again. And Bordowski finds a man at the 35-yard line.
From number 11, taken down by number 5, O'Connor. Good there for the first down for the Flyers. Every signal to keep the clock running.
With less than 3.5 minutes to go, the Flyers keep on driving, trying to see if they can get some more points on the board. And they hand it off to number 5, Terrell. Big gain.
Taken down by number 5, Keegan O'Connor after the first down.
And that's going to move the chains.
First and 10 for the Flyers.
And Bordowski's going to throw again. And he's going to get a man just over into Lions territory to the 47-yard line.
Keep them inbound to keep the clock running.
And here we go on second down for the Flyers. Trying to see if they can't get anything done here in 2.5 minutes of play time left. And that's a pitch, and that's gonna be recovered. And that's a
This time, St. Joe recovers it. Ball is spotted back at the original line of scrimmage for a 3rd and 10. for
What did
the
you do?
Flyers.
I don't know. I just kind of accidentally jostled it a little bit.
You pushed the recording mode.
Yeah, I know.
Hold on.
Yeah,
And
about 2 minutes.
we're gonna get you some live footage here in a second. We're just give us a. Don't push anything. Communicating here.
Quarterback keeps the ball, tries to run to the left, and looks like number 52 is right there for him.
Turn the camera off and on.
SJ Downey with the tackle.
Now we're good. Okay. Sorry about that. And with
Stays in bounds, so that keeps the clock going. 1 minute 30 seconds left.
and the clock just keeps on ticking, and that's gonna be incomplete.
Incomplete. There is a number on the field once again.
There's another flag. We've seen that before. The penalty is declined. It's a first down for the Lions. With less than a minute and a half to go, it looks like this game's just about wrapped up. A few knees. And it looks like the Lions are going to take a timeout.
Timeout taken by the Lions. What is their last timeout, it looks like. Score is 28-12, 1 minute 13 seconds left in the ball game. St. John 23rd homecoming night, Friday night lights. That's 1 minute 13 seconds for you guys to get nice and loud, or else we might have to give you all some homework after the homecoming dance.
And here we go, the Lions offense goes onto the field one last time with 1:13 to go after recovering that fumble. And it looks like, according to the student section, it looks like I believe that we will win. And the clock is running. Looks like the Lions will just have to take one more knee on second down. Just wait. Just wait. And with less than 40 seconds to go, and that looks like that's gonna do it. And as the clock runs down, that is going to be your final score. Lions 28, Flyers 12. And the Lions improved to 1-4 on the year. And the Flyers will go down to 1-5. And welcome to the Lions postgame show. The Lions were able to produce lots of pressure, get some good offense going in the first half. Including 2 long touchdown runs, one by Ben Turner, one by Mark Lloyd, along with a great pass by Ben Turner, and he added one later in the second half, giving us 28. And the Flyers added 2 touchdowns, one in the first on a short run, and in the second on a 10-yard pass. And as the teams converge in the field, and including we had our first brawl on this field after a big hit and some shoving. It's all good now. And your final score from St. John 23rd Stadium, Lions 28, St. Joseph 12. From all of us at Lions Sports Network, and from all those students supporting us in the stands today on a homecoming night, we thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed our broadcast. Don't forget, we will be back out here for the final home game of the season against St. Dominic Savio on October the 27th. More information on that Village School broadcast will be forthcoming on our Twitter. From now, we leave you with with the teams praying in the middle of the field. Good night. From Katy, Texas, I'm George Kopf.